everyone. It's a Monday, and I did not end up working this weekend like I thought I was going to, so that was kind of nice, I guess. Except I didn't really make plans because I thought I had to work, so. And now we're going to have to work another weekend because the upgrade failed, so it'll still need to be tested at some point. So just to update you, VLCD, I think yesterday was VLCD 33, today's 34. Saturday should be my last day on low calorie phase 2, and I should be moving into phase 3. So Saturday I felt Tom coming, I felt crampy, and all of a sudden I felt like I hit a brick wall. I was just exhausted on Saturday night, and then Sunday I woke up with Tom. So Saturday I had a 0 loss, which I kind of expected, knowing that Tom was coming. And then Sunday I woke up with a 0.6 loss, which I totally didn't expect, but I was pleased with. And so that brings my total to 21.40 pounds, and I am only 3.6 away from hitting 25. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen before the end of the week, but it could happen. It could happen before I go into phase 3, I would suppose, because then I have 3 days without drops where I could potentially lose. But I suppose you're not supposed to let your weight fluctuate too much from the last dosage day is the rule, right? So anyway, I'll be pretty close to 25, and that'll make me happy. My original goal was 30 per round, but then when I got into it, I realized that that's not happening for me. So if I don't, I decided that's okay, because I will try to lose extra weight in phase 4, and I think Sandy has done that, so it's possible. And I'm really curious to see what phase 4 brings, because I'm going to go back to my working out and stuff like that. I'll do my boot camp and weights and cardio and all that crazy stuff. And as far as eating goes, I'll probably stick to mostly phase 2 foods in phase 3, because I am gluten-free. I'm gluten-sensitive, so I can't have gluten. And so that makes it easy for me to avoid a lot of foods that I shouldn't be eating. I just simply can't have them, and it kind of makes my life easier. I was so upset when the doctors told me that I couldn't have gluten a few years ago. But since then, I've been grateful, because really almost everything with gluten in it isn't good for you anyway. So it was kind of one of those hidden blessings where I was like, okay, well, it's not a choice. I can't have breads and pizzas and cookies and cupcakes and pastries, so what's the harm in that? They do have gluten-free versions of these things, but I just, if I really, really am dying, I'll get something maybe once in a while, but I just typically avoid them altogether, because processed food is processed food no matter what. So it doesn't matter if it's gluten-free or not, it's still processed sugar, fats, bad fats, all that stuff. So I just stay away from it, and it makes my life easy. So I'm thinking, if the HCG has reset my metabolism somehow, or my body, or whatever wasn't working to begin with, and what was not allowing me to lose weight to begin with, I'm wondering if I will have any success in phase 4 on losing weight on my own. And if anybody has seen this happen themselves, like have been through several rounds and experienced it, just let me know, because I'm really interested in knowing what kind of experiences other people have had. So that would be really exciting. I would be so excited if I could lose weight on my own. I mean, I'll still do the HCG to get, to go through the rounds to get to my healthy weight, I suppose, but just knowing that if I have a few pounds creep on, that I have the ability to take it off myself, that's very, very, very great news to me. I was going to tell you guys about something else. I can't remember. Oh, I posted a video I was playing around. I posted a little P2 food video of some pictures I took of meals that I've prepared in phase 2. And I wanted to apologize for that absolutely horrific music that is playing, because I have no idea how to fix it, and it's just awful. So sorry about that. It's like you clicked to watch it and this terrible music started playing. Oh my gosh. And I don't know how to fix it, so either I need to take the video down or just leave it. I don't really know what to do. I can't even edit. Like, I had some typing issues, spelling issues. I did this all on my iPhone the other night with this app that I downloaded, and I was just playing around trying to figure out how to upload images, because at some point I'm going to do before and after shots and things like that. So, and this video went up and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it's okay. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to disclaim, which most of you probably know, is that strict protocol for phase 2, you cannot mix vegetables. And as you see in some of my photos, I do mix vegetables, and I have since day 1. And I've lost since day 1, except for some cells I ran into, but I didn't contribute those to mixing vegetables because I was losing the entire time I was mixing vegetables. So, I mean, that makes sense to me, but I could be wrong. And my doctor said it was okay. And if any of you, I think a lot of you have talked about or mentioned Robin from the Apocalypse Diet, or I forgot what it's called. Her clinic has done studies and did not show a difference between people who mix vegetables and did mix vegetables. Like, there's no difference in weight loss in that area. So, so she said it was okay. My doctor said it was okay. So I'm kind of going with the it's okay thing. So if you follow strict protocol, though, don't, you know, if you're looking at my meals, don't be going, oh, that's not on protocol, because it's not, you're right. It's not what we should, well, not what the original manuscript says. So, but I think most people do. If you can chime in and tell me if you do or don't. I wonder what the general consensus is. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was my doctor. I emailed her because she was out of the office sick, and so her assistant told me to go ahead and email her, which I did. And she responded right away and said that the drops should be fine. And like one of you had mentioned, unless I'm experiencing hunger, that they should be okay. And I haven't been. And I actually lost while taking them because I had that release on Sunday. Yeah, I had a release on Sunday, so, and that was using those drops. So it looks like they're working. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I didn't have a release today. So, but again, that was expected with Tom and Tone. So she said, go ahead and keep using them. If I have any problems, let her know. But she thinks they should be fine. And then also, I told her about my struggles the last 2 weeks with the stalls, and I had to do apple day and detox baths and all these things just to get some weight to drop, and that it was like pulling teeth. And she said, sometimes when that happens, it's usually because if you're following protocol, it's usually because your liver is working overtime. And it's processing a lot of toxins, and it can back up, and so it can cause issues, and it can stall your progress with losing. So, so she has me on a few things while I'm doing the HCG. One is the B12 sublingual drops. The other is a mineral supplement that doesn't have the oils or anything in it. And then the third is this dual tox. It's called dual tox, and it's supposed to support my liver during this process. So she had me up my dual tox dosage. I take normally 2 per meal, but she told me to do 3 per meal. And then the other thing she told me to do was increase my MCT oil. Now, MCT oil is another thing that is not on the original protocol. However, I have been using it since day 1 at her advice. It actually promotes fat burning and weight loss. And so I've been using it, and again, I have not had issues with it as far as I know, because in the beginning I was losing. And even though I stalled, I wouldn't contribute it to that because I've been using it all along. So unless that can change, I really don't know. But she said to use more of it to help speed up the fat loss. So I usually just use it. I usually have at least one green salad a day, so I'll make a dressing with it. And then I usually saute at least one vegetable a day or something in on the stovetop, and meat or whatever. So I'll use my second serving to do that. So I'm just, it's kind of hard to up the dosage on that, because if that's all you use it for, how can you use more? I don't know. It's just an oil. It doesn't really have a taste, but it makes a nice base for all my dressings, and it makes it easy to cook food stovetop, because I don't use any Teflon because of how dangerous it is for you, and it cooks into your food. So I use all stainless steel. We're actually looking at getting some ceramic stuff. I have some La Crusette that I cook in, which I think has a ceramic coating on it. But I think I'm going to get some ceramic cookware, because you don't have to use oil. It's non-stick, but not chemical non-stick. So we're going to look into getting some of that. This ended up being a really long video, so I am going to let you all go. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had great releases, and those of you that are going into stabilization, I know there's a few of you. Good luck. I hope that's going well for you, and I can't wait to watch your videos and feedback on that, because I am right behind you just in a few short days. So it'll be interesting to see how that's all going for everyone. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.